Guys, it's Lisa. I know it's been forever. I haven't died, but I've just had a lot going on. So today we are in the baby's nursery, and a lot of you guys might be asking why it's put together, why I have a crib behind me, and I actually do have the bedding in there. It's because about a month and a half ago, me and my husband, maybe more than that, probably about 2 months ago, me and my husband decided, we talked about it, and we decided that we were going to become foster parents. So we went to our local agency, we signed up, we got fingerprinted, background tested, everything, and then we took the Pride classes, which is a month long of classes that you have to take in order to get certified. So, we got a lot of stuff donated to us, clothes. We actually had the crib, but we got a changing table and just a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, the last class that we had was on June 28th. And after that, they were going to come in and do a home view, like where they go around your house and tell you what you need to change, what's unsafe. And we live in a pretty big townhome, so we were worried about the stairs, and then our kitchen's really open, so we were worried about that, and then our backyard. So yeah. Well, on the 25th of June, no, the 24th of June, I was like, you know what, I haven't been tracking my cycles for this entire time that we've been doing the foster parenting thing, just because I was really, there was a lot to do. I mean, it's a lot of work to become a foster parent. So, so I was like, you know what, I wonder what's going on. So I peed on an OPK, and the OPK came back positive. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'm ovulating. So I went on Fertility Friend because I know that I put in the first day that I started my cycle. And it was like cycle day 37. And so it got me kind of thinking. So I went and I had like the box of 100 cheapy pregnancy tests. So I went and peed on one of those, and I thought I was hallucinating because there was a very faint line. Like, I had to twist it and turn it. I asked my husband, I was like, can you see it? And he was like, no. So I asked my mother-in-law, I was like, can you see it? She was like, no. And I was like, no, I see something there. So the next day, and that wasn't even with first day urine. That was like during the nighttime. So the next morning, I was like, okay, I'm going to pee on it and see if it gets darker. And it was a little bit darker. Like, I was like, honey, do you see it now? And he was like, I think I do. Like, it was that light. So I was like, fine, then we're going to go. He was like, fine, we'll go and buy the pregnancy tests for dummies. So we went to our local grocery store or whatever, Walmart, and we got the Clear Blue Easy Digitals. And it wasn't first morning urine. We were getting ready to go on a really nice bike ride because it was like the first beautiful day up here in northern Idaho. And so I peed on it, and it took a while. It took like 2 minutes. And I'm just sitting there in the bathroom with the door shut, and pregnant popped up. And I just started crying. And I always wanted to, like, I always had all these ideas of how I was going to tell my husband and how just everything, how I was going to do all this stuff. And I come running out of the bathroom sobbing, crying, and I'm like, you're going to be a daddy. And I showed him the stick. So yeah, that didn't, my whole like awesome idea that I had is like out the window. Like, and then his mom was here, so she knew. So I had to call my mom, and then I called my best friend. And I know you're not supposed to call people because I think I was only like 4 weeks, 5 maybe. But we called everybody because we were just so excited. It was just such a shock because this is the one cycle that we didn't even have TTCing on the brain. We were so consumed with foster parenting. So yeah, so June 25th, I found out I was expecting. And that was on a Saturday. Well, Sunday, we had a busy day. In Coeur d'Alene, there's this thing called Ironman, and it's a major triathlon, like the world's hardest triathlon. It's a about a 2.5 mile swim, and then like a 116-mile bike ride, and then a 27-mile run. And they do it all back to back. They have from 6 a.m. to noon. Well, every year we volunteer. I knew I was pregnant, but I was like, hey, all I'm going to be doing is passing out water and ice, so I'll still volunteer. It wore me out. Well, that night we came home, and I went to the bathroom and I wiped, and there was blood. freaked me out because here we are, we just told all of our family, and now I'm like, oh crap. So we didn't have insurance, so I didn't go to the ER. I was cramping. Oh, hi Penny, coming to join us. I was cramping, and I called one of the ladies that goes to my church that's a registered nurse, and I told her what was going on, and she was like, well, you're so early, and it's very like light. And I said, but it was like red, like it was red it was like a pinky red. And so she was like, well, give it a rest, put your feet up, rest an hour, see if the cramping goes away. Well, I ended up falling asleep. The next morning I woke up wiped, and there was nothing. There was no blood, nothing, just a little bit of brown discharge. But I was still having the cramping. So I called my local doctor, and she brought me in, and she wanted to do a pregnancy test. So we got a confirmed pregnancy, so she's like, okay, I'm going to send you down, and you're going to have to get Medicaid until you get, or Medicare until you get insurance, because my husband's business just dropped the insurance. So I was like, oh, great. You know, that's the last thing I want to do. I'm going to stop it here because I think I'm at like 7 minutes, so I'm going to do a part 2.